Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are doing a little bit of an update on the Rosco Manufacturing 14.5 Husky series barrel. Something I've been getting a lot of questions on lately, looking for an update. It's been a little bit difficult trying to find the time with work, family, and in the process of testing a multitude of other things that I've acquired. But I did go back to the range. I know I did an accuracy test previously, a couple months ago. I did go back and run two more accuracy tests. You will be seeing the latest accuracy test. But I just want to give you a little bit of an update on how this rifle has performed and how this barrel has performed. So if you don't know the history, I would say go back and check out my BCM stuff and you'll see how I got to the point of getting this Rosco Husky barrel. But otherwise, I have been very happy with this barrel. There has been some hiccups, but I think it's more so me and being a little bit, just jumping the gun a little bit there. No pun intended. But yeah, so it shoots great, really soft. Recoil impulse, in my opinion, it seems to stay very flat. I think that's a combination of the way it's gassed and the profile of it. So if you're unfamiliar with the Husky series or why it even exists, the Husky series, from what I gather, is Rosco Manufacturing's take on a heavy barrel profile that slims down some of the weight while still maintaining that H-bar profile so that you have an option for, say, restrictive states like Maryland that require you to run a heavy barrel. Stupid, but unfortunately, this is the world that we live in. So some people have to contend with that, and this gives them an option. It's also chrome lined, which is, I believe, the only barrel option they make that's chrome lined, and I think it's technically an overrun for some profiles that are done for maybe another company. I read that somewhere. I'm not entirely sure if it's true or not, but that's good for us because it comes in at an exceptional price point. So, give a quick rundown of what this build is, what's in the build. So up front is the Dead Air Xeno mount, the 3-prong flash hider. Obviously the barrel is the 14.5 Husky limited series barrel. I have a standard gas block. I think this is an Aero Precision gas block, standard gas tube, this being a mid-length gas system. The handguard is a Midwest Industries Combat handguard, this one being a 14-inch variant. The upper is a BCM upper. You also have the BCM. Back then it was Veltor branded as BCM, but it's their BCM charging handle. This one being the Gunfighter non-ambi charging handle. The bulk carrier group is BCM. It's still the original BCM from like 2014. PSA lower. The BCM Gunfighter pistol grip. I think this is a Mod 0. The trigger is the one Geisley's wife's company. I forget the damn name of it, but it's their nickel boron coated GI trigger. The buffer system is a carbine buffer system with a carbine weight and carbine spring standard across the board. And lastly, it's the Gunfighter stock, the original Gunfighter stock. Very good setup, well balanced, feels great. It's not overly heavy. Up top, I have the Triggercon TA11. I threw that on for the sake of testing. My wife doesn't like it, but it is a really, really good optic. She just has bad eyes. The issues that I ran in with this is the way the barrel is gassed. It seems to be gassed on the lighter side of the operational envelope. So if you bump up to an H2 buffer with a carbine spring or a heavier carbine spring with a heavier buffer, you're going to choke it up. You'll have some failure to feeds, and maybe some double feeds, and some failure to lock open, which is what I experienced with just a carbine spring but a heavier buffer. I only had a couple issues with failure to lock open on the last round. So I went to the carbine buffer and spring setup, and it's been super reliable. I also been running it primarily with the AAC Ranger 5 suppressor, and that obviously helps because it's introducing more gas into the system, more back pressure, which helps with the reliability aspect. But without that, it's very soft shooting. You're probably seeing footage of me shooting it now where without the suppressor, it's right at like 4 o'clock. So it's definitely on the lighter side. And again, that is with just a standard carbine and spring. So if you plan on running this suppressed, it's going to feel very, very good. Otherwise, it's been reliable since then. No issues whatsoever. And it shoots pretty damn good. So let's jump right into the range footage now. Might be hitting high. So we're back from the range, and I am happy with this, but it's definitely ammo selective. So it seems to favor the heavier loads. So you already seen some of the performance from that range trip. Was just a couple days ago. It was the last range trip I went on. And PMC X-Tac 55 grain 193 load was 2.631 inches. Fiocchi wasn't even on the paper, so I couldn't measure that, but Fiocchi's usually over 2 inches, even with a really good barrel. Winchester Match 69 grain printed a phenomenal group at 1.174 inches. Very, very good spread there. Maybe shot 3 could tighten up a little bit. And, if I do more on my part, maybe go with a scope that has more magnification, because that one maxed out at 10. It was 2.5 to 10. So using something that's more precision oriented, like maybe my tracked optics, might have been better for this, but still printed very, very good. Federal Gold Medal Match, the Sierra Match Kings, the 69 grain load, 1.788. It printed a 1.706 the day before. So pretty on par with that. The 69 grain Federal stuff just doesn't shoot well in any of the stuff that I've shot it out of. The PMC X-Tac 77 grain OTM printed a 1.452 inch group, but that third shot was definitely on me. I was moving and I broke the shot when I didn't want to. That was completely on me. So I sailed it high and to the left. But if you take that group out, or if I printed it down where 2, 4, and 5 land in that little cluster, you're talking sub MOA with that right there. Definitely probably around 0.80 if I had to guess. And then lastly, the Federal Gold Medal Match printed there's a 77 grain Sierra Match King, printed a 0.990 inch group. So it does favor the heavier loads. Most of them, from my testing, obviously the Federal just shoots like crap out of everything, the 69 grain stuff. But otherwise, it's still adequate. 2.631 inches with 55 grain X-Tac is still very good. It's still adequate. And, that's going to vary from barrel to barrel. So overall, my thoughts, it's a good barrel. They seem to hold up really well. Guys seem to get a lot of longevity out of these barrels. They perform very well, typically being right around that 1 to 1.3 MOA range from what I've seen online. But again, people can just talk out of their ass, so you take it for what it is. But with the heavier profile, it definitely is going to hold up to the heat better. And this is evidence of that, because I don't take breaks in between my groups. The only break I'm taking is a break long enough for me to load up a mag with the next 5 rounds that I'm going to shoot. So, to still shoot sub MOA after 25 rounds consecutively, and then shooting those last 5 rounds, 26 to 30, and still printing sub MOA, that is a very, very good deal in my opinion. And that just shows that this barrel, being that it's a heavier profile, is just holding up to that heat. You're not getting that shot dispersion as it's warming up. So overall, I think it's a very good barrel. I think for somebody who's just looking for something that's going to be a kind of SHTF, life and liberty kind of thing, training, whatever, this is going to be absolutely adequate. It's going to work really well, especially if you're going to run it suppressed. It's going to work very well. And even if you wanted to run it like this 14.5 in a shorter like precision package, the capability is there. You just got to find the right load for it. It's typically going to be the heavier load. So other than that, I'm happy with it. If you guys have this barrel, I would love to hear about it. I'd love to hear what your experience has been with this barrel. I did headspace this. It's within spec. It's not the tightest, so maybe there's a little bit of accuracy loss there, but it is what it is. You test it as it comes. But overall, I do like the barrel, and for the price point, especially when you find them on sale, they're going to be right around like 145-ish on sale. Very good deal. If you love the chrome lining, it gives you the warm and fuzzies, you have the option here. And yeah, again, I'd love to hear your experience on it. If you've had it, If you don't have it, but you're looking into this barrel, I'd love some feedback from you guys. What do you think about my input, and yeah, I'd just like to have that conversation. So let me know down in the comment section below, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks.